recording now. So, this is the Vikings and how they've done for the last 6 games. It looks to me like they've had 5 wins and 1 loss so far. What we're going to do is we're going to look at standard deviation today. Does anybody know already what standard deviation is? Okay, what is it?
Kind of like what the expected range is.
Yeah, kind of. It's like how far something on average deviates from the mean. Do you guys know what the word deviate means?
Different.
Yeah, a difference, like how much it changes from the mean. So a standard deviation is all about how consistent you are, not about how good you are. For example, let's say that the Vikings were a horrible team and that their average score was like really bad. What if they were really bad? What would their average score be? What if it was 0? Can we all agree that that's pretty bad? Okay, you've never scored any points in any game this year. That'd be pretty bad. Agreed? But are they consistent? Yeah, like they're really consistent at not getting any points, right? So do you see how a mean tells you how high on average a team would score, but a standard deviation kind of tells you, look, they're always really consistent, or they're very wildly. Because there are some teams, and I'm sure you could name some of them, where sometimes they score really high and sometimes they score really low. It just depends on who they're playing. And there are some teams that are very consistent. Okay, so population mean looks like that. It looks like I want you not to think of this as an M. I want you to think of it as a U with kind of a tail out front. This is like a lowercase u with a tail out front. Ms. Dahlstrom mentioned this the other day. Does anybody remember what this is called? Sorry, what'd you say? Oh, I thought you said a croissant. And I'm like, I wish it was, Nolan. This is an equal sign. You're right. Next to it, this one right here, this Greek letter. That is pronounced mu, as in the sound a kitten makes. Everybody go, mew.
Mew.
Great, now sound like a kitten. Aww, it was so cute. That would be a terrifying kitten. You imagine you've got like a whole bunch of like pew pew pew, and one's like pew, and like oh no, get that out of here. All right. So right now, what I want you to do is I want you to find. Hey, focus on me now. Why do you think I'm calling this a population mean, not a sample mean? Yes. Yeah, well, it is the exact number. That's a true statement, Gustavo.
We have all the information there this season.
We have all the information so far. I'm not taking a piece of it. I'm taking all of it. I want you to find the average. The mean is the average, remember? So I want you to find the average score for the Vikings, please, right now. This is what you should have done in your calculator. Which got you what? 23.7 or 0.1? 0.17. So we'll do 23.2. We're going to go to the nearest tenth for this one. All right, 23.2 is our average score. This is our mu. Everybody okay with this so far? Now, deviation is specifically how far one data point is from the mean. This can be positive or negative. So if it's above the mean, it's a positive deviation. If it's below the mean, it's a negative deviation. The formula for this is x minus mu, x being the data point, and mu is the population mean. for example, let's do the deviation of 10-2. As in the date, October 2nd. So how would I find the deviation of that game compared to their average?
28 minus 23.2.
28 minus 23.2, which is 4.8, a positive 4.8. That's that deviation for that game. So a deviation is an individual change. Which one of these, how many of these are gonna have positive deviations? Most of them, not all of them, not 5. 4, can we agree that these 4 are above the mean? And these 2 are below the mean? Why don't you find for me right now the deviation of the 9-19 game? And let's make it worth a prize. Why not, right? There is a Lego man. I mean, it's not a Lego man, but it's actually a little bit bigger than a Lego man who has like a pumpkin head.
Spooky the pumpkin, the square pumpkin. You ever seen that?
No.
I don't know, we watched it in Mr. Harper's class.
Okay. And I've also got some fidget spinners over there. So I need somebody who's willing to do this for me right now. We've got 1 minute left, so get ready. One, two, no, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8. Yeah,
I got negative 16.2.
what'd you do?
I took 7 minus 23.2.
And you got negative 16.2? Everybody agree?
Yes.
Beautiful. All right, we're gonna call it quits. Go get a prize. Keep a hold of this. We're gonna finish this on Monday.